This is breaking news from Kogi State, where troops of the 12th Brigade Nigerian Army under Operation IGBA IDANU have stormed and captured a notorious terrorist camp deep inside the Kogi Forest. What began as a calculated military advance has unfolded into a dramatic operation through some of the most difficult terrain in the region. According to a credible military source who spoke to the news agency of Nigeria, the combined combat team launched the mission on February 10th from a harbor location known as Batijo's camp. Their objective: advance toward another heavily fortified enclave linked to terror kingpins operating within the axis. But the path forward was anything but simple. The troops moved into thick, unforgiving forest, dense vegetation closing in on all sides. Fallen trees blocked their routes. Natural barriers slowed momentum. Progress was measured not in miles, but in meters. Soldiers were forced to cut through heavy timber using chainsaws, all while maintaining tactical formation, weapons ready, senses heightened. Then came the rivers. Not one, not two, but 3 riverine crossings. Each one presented new risk: slippery banks, unstable footing, unpredictable currents, and still the troops pushed forward. Curiosity turned into tension as they approached the final stretch, a notorious bandits enclave reportedly linked to Kachala Ibrahim and Shuaibu, 2 feared figures in the region. But then another obstacle. The last riverine, marshy, thick with sand and clay, proved impassable. Vehicles could not cross. Equipment risked sinking. The mission hung in suspension. Would the advance stall? Would the target escape? Undeterred, the brigade commander himself, Brigadier General KUCD, made the call. The troops dismounted. On foot, they advanced approximately 1.5 kilometers through harsh terrain toward the objective. No cover from vehicles, no guarantee of what awaited them ahead, just discipline, determination, and the weight of uncertainty. And then, contact. The camp was reached, captured, but deserted. The criminals had fled, possibly tipped off, possibly sensing the pressure tightening around them. The silence inside the camp carried an uneasy irony. The battlefield stood empty, but the evidence of terror remained. What the troops discovered during a thorough sweep revealed the scale of what had been planned from this hidden stronghold. 8 boxes of 7.62 by 54 mm linked ammunition, each containing 250-round bandoliers, thousands of rounds, enough to sustain prolonged violence, and 1 box of high-velocity grenades, a cache capable of devastating attacks. The find confirms what many feared, that this forest enclave was not merely a hideout, but a logistics and staging base designed to fuel continued criminal operations. There is both relief and sobering realization. Relief that the weapons are now off the battlefield, concern over how long the camp had operated before being dismantled. In a decisive move, troops set the camp ablaze, denying its future use by criminal elements. Flames rose through the forest canopy, smoke marking the end of that stronghold. Then, in a disciplined tactical maneuver, the unit withdrew to its harbor position. Military sources say morale remains high, fighting efficiency is strong, clearance operations continue across the area. But the broader story is still unfolding. This operation underscores both the complexity of counter-terror campaigns in forested terrain and the resilience required of forces confronting elusive adversaries. The fear of hidden threats in vast wilderness remains real, yet so does hope. Hope that sustained pressure will dismantle these networks. Hope that communities long shadowed by insecurity may begin to breathe easier. For now, the message from Operation IGBA IDANU is clear. Even in the deepest forests, even beyond impassable rivers, pursuit does not stop. This is a developing story. More updates as they come in.